Good evening, class. Today we'll be answering the question of who are you? So many things can make you who you are. You're asked this question a lot in your college essays, your personal statements, interview questions when you're out there looking for a job, or just in general. You'll get asked this a lot. So there's many things that make us who we are as individuals. First and foremost, I believe your family and community, your culture, your gender, and several other things speak to who you are as an individual. Of course, uh, these options are unlimited. You are who you are because essentially you are who you are. But let's look into how your family and community help you. And this is a look into your future lit lesson as well. Community by Rupi Kaur. When the world comes crashing at your feet, it's okay to let others help pick up the pieces. If we're present to take part in your happiness when your circumstances are great, we are more than capable of sharing your pain. So, according to Rupi, who and what can be in your community and what purpose do they serve? They're usually there to help you in your darkest moments, and they should also be there to celebrate your lightest moments. Both of these make a community. Next, what can make you who you are is your culture. So, culture is the food, music, clothing, and traditions that feed into your personal culture. Everyone from every race, ethnicity, and nationality, has a culture. What tradition do you practice? I want you to think about that. Which food and music reminds you most of your home and culture? Um, for me, especially, I think of my music I grew up listening to and my food. So here's an example. If you'd like to click on that and hear a little bit about what Mr. Robles was listening to as a child. And of course, I think there's a statement of inclusivity that is necessary when we're talking about who we are as people, because we are all people and everyone comes from different backgrounds, practices different cultural customs. In life, it's important to accept others as you'd want them to accept and tolerate you. Next, what could make you who you are is definitely your gender expression. Gender definitions and implications. Gender includes the social, psychological, and cultural aspects of being a man, woman, or other gender identity. And it's important to note that gender is a social construct, not to be confused with sex assigned at birth. And if you'd like a breakdown of that in a video that I think is absolutely so expert on explaining what gender and sex mean, there's a video link right here. You could watch it if you'd like. And a throwback to a lesson we've done previously is pronouns. So pronouns have a huge connection to one's gender. So like we learned last time, he, him, she, her, they, them, these are all pronouns that one could use to express their gender identity. So me especially, I find using my pronouns, it means the world to me. And, this matters because unfortunately we live in a world where history has given certain genders privilege over others, including opportunities, social treatment, and political control. So I think it's very helpful of us to be allies for one another and to realize all genders are equal. And lastly, class, of course, your family, culture, music you listen to helps make you who you are, but who you are ultimately is up to you. It can only be determined by you. So I don't want you to ever limit yourself or falsely label yourself by limiting who you are to these certain categories. These are just examples to help you get an idea. But I'd want you to understand that there are so many other things that make you you. For example, I like going hiking. I like spending time with my cats, and just enjoying life. And I think that makes me an individual in a sense that, some people hate nature and some people hate cats. And, I'd like to have a positive outlook on life. And I hope I pass that along to you as students and you realize you have such a rich personal relationship with yourself that is yet to come. So I'm hoping this I Am poem helps you. Here is an example, actually, of a slam poem by a young gentleman named Savaro. And he talks about who he is, and it's really amazing if you want to take some time. And now it is your turn, however. So with this template, you could go ahead and start filling out your very own I am poems. I know you guys are going to come up with some amazing ideas. You don't have to have it finished fully because we're going to go over this as a class. But I would like you to start brainstorming. All right, class, bring this with you in class tomorrow. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.